Here is what makes MBTI personality types angry. Number 1. ISTJ. Duty and a strong work ethic are very important to ISTJs, and because of that, they feel quite angry when someone tries to minimize their efforts or acts. They take great pride in their dependability, so hearing that they aren't working hard infuriates them. Also, they are not fans of grammar errors and misspellings. Number 2. ISFJ. The ISFJ gets angered when someone is unaware of how their actions influence other people. They make a concerted effort not to hurt other people because they are acutely aware of the impact their actions have on them. They get frustrated when they witness someone consistently inflicting harm on others due to their intolerance. Additionally, they don't appreciate it when someone continues to act badly after repeated requests for them not to. They find it quite upsetting because they believe these people are simply being impolite. Number 3. ESTJ. The ESTJ becomes extremely angry when someone just can't seem to live up to their high standards. They pride themselves on doing things well and hold themselves and others to high standards. The ESTJ has limited patience for people who lack competence. They likely blame their failures on laziness since they think the individual should be equally as capable of completing the task. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. While ESFJs do their best to maintain harmony, nothing infuriates them more than when someone threatens their loved ones. Say something hurtful about the people the ESFJ holds dear if you want to incite their rage. They can withstand several negative criticisms of their character without losing their cool. They are usually understanding, but if you hurt one of their loved ones, you will probably suffer 1,000 scorching deaths. They also don't like those who want attention very much. Number 5. INFJ. The INFJ becomes very angry and frustrated when individuals are treated unfairly. They object to seeing people treated unfairly or as though their differences make them less deserving of justice. They think showing respect and kindness to others is merely common decency that everyone ought to practice. Due to the numerous cruelties they witness, they frequently get frustrated with society. They will be fiercely protective of these individuals and desire to battle to avenge the evil that has been done. They frequently feel justified in their wrath, which they express in defense of others who have been trod upon. Number 6. INFP. They prefer to look for the best in others and don't frequently lose their temper. Similar to the INFJ, an INFP experiences genuine hurt when witnessing injustice. They become extremely frustrated when they see corruption or wrongdoing that they feel helpless to stop. They get enraged and utterly disappointed when they witness complete hypocrisy and dishonesty. They advocate for mutual respect and treating one another with a certain amount of decency. Along with that, they genuinely dislike traffic. Number 7. ENFJ. ENFJs typically grow irate when their personal boundaries are violated. It takes a lot to drive them over the limit because they are quite clear about where their boundaries are. They make it clear that they will put up with a lot, but there comes a time when it is simply intolerable. They are difficult to push over the edge, but once they do, it isn't pleasant. They are really angry, but only because they believe they have been completely mistreated, or more likely, someone they care about. Number 8. ENFP. An ENFP seeks conversation that is grounded in reality and purpose. They despise having useless conversations about topics they have no connection to. They want to chat about aspirations, intriguing and fascinating topics. As long as it is fascinating and robust, it need not be in their own interests. They also naturally dislike cruel and nasty people because they don't understand why they are being so negative. Number 9. ISTP. People that identify as ISTPs are often calm and don't get angered easily. When they get upset, it frequently happens in brief, strong bursts that quickly pass. They may harbor resentments, but such are usually motivated by a sense that someone has disrespected them and should be avoided, not by actual fury. ISTPs despise hearing people moan all the time since they believe it won't improve the situation. Number 10. ISFP. Even under the most challenging circumstances, ISFPs frequently maintain a level head and avoid getting angry. They frequently experience upset rather than open anger when someone hurts them. People who habitually lie and have no regard for the truth are not liked by ISFPs. The ISFP becomes incredibly irritated when people act in a false manner. Number 11. ESTP. People who are just unable to grasp basic ideas irritate ESTPs greatly. They invest a lot of personal time and energy in understanding and learning, and they get upset when others don't. Since they believe that everyone should be familiar with this information, they frequently attempt to educate these ignorant individuals. Number 12. ESFP. ESFPs despise being ignored and prefer being the center of attention. The ESFP gets upset when people purposely ignore them and fail to pay attention to them, even if they don't always have to take center stage. They see this as a sign that people do not value or care about them, and as a result, they frequently get really angry. Number 13. INTJ. To start, it's probably best to say that the INTJ typically displays signs of anger while thinking rather than truly being upset. That is why they usually need a lot of space. They do get frustrated with those who blatantly refuse to listen and act foolishly on purpose. They are aware that these individuals are capable of paying attention and heeding their invaluable advice, but they simply float around like brainless bimbos. Few things enrage an INTJ like a boss or authority figure who appears unworthy of their position. It will be difficult for an INTJ to keep their mouth shut if they perceive someone in control who does not appear to think through their actions, avoids making decisions, or just appears to have reached where they are by blatant self-promotion. INTJs prize intellect, self-confidence, and the capacity to make solid, effective decisions above everything else. Number 14. INTP. Precision and accuracy are important to INTPs who also desire to be understood by others. If it looks like people are blatantly misunderstanding them, they do get frustrated. They want people to believe that their perception is well-reasoned and frequently accurate. Now, they do welcome challenges as long as the argument is supported by reason and comprehension. The INTP will get angry when people constantly misunderstand them since they aren't trying hard enough. Number 15. ENTJ. People they can't depend on are abhorred by ENTJs. When someone is dishonest, they are not very patient. They desire to be surrounded by people they can fully rely on and who will be devoted to them. The ENTJ will no longer want those people in their group if they demonstrate a lack of regard for them such that they cannot be relied upon. Number 16. ENTP. The ENTP gets highly frustrated when someone tries to influence them. This, in their opinion, is a direct insult to their intelligence. They take pleasure in their capacity for empathy and are resistant to social manipulation, and so they get frustrated with someone when they are continually trying to trick them or manipulate them. They detest anyone who tries to refute their reasoning with subjective beliefs. These videos will be really helpful for you.